Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. With me, Matt. A very tutorial here on A Crossing in the Woods. This is a very tiny 2v2 map, so there's gonna be action real quick. Represent the players today. For the Western Allies, we have Bucharest with Mechanized Company for the United States, and Von Lieb as the British combo for the commander. Represent the Germans today. We have Silverwolf as the Waffen-SS for the commander, and Sun Tzu as the Wehrmacht. I wonder if he will use the Art of War today. We'll find out. Looks like the VS1 are gonna get some first shots here in the Pioneers. Now, A Crossing in the Woods is super tiny, as you can see. There's like barely any distance between the factions, so the action is gonna be intense and very quick. Also, no victory points in this one by the looks of it, so it's gonna be a full annihilation match. But because of how small the map is, I think that's probably fine. Because it's gonna be very hard to dig in and set up defensive positions like this. It's just gonna be almost constant action. Looks like Von Lieber's going for special operations. Looks like Sun Tzu is trying to push very forward here. They've gone for Infantry Division, and what is the Germans gone here? Nothing yet. Waffen-SS is a really good, damn good early aggressive command if you know how to use them. Or faction rather. Those Doom Pioneers can get a lot of work done for you if you can get a lot of ground. That said, the British are very good at recuperating over time. They are a very good quality-based faction. If they can get into a good position, they can do a lot of work. Meanwhile, it looks like the Wehrmacht is having issues on the southern flank against the United States. The American Wehrmacht getting very close here with M1 Grants. Able to get some good shots off and forcing the Wehrmacht off. That is the potency of the United States Army. Yeah, the Germans are in full retreat. The Wehrmacht has to pull back. No, the British are having an engagement up here with the Storm Pioneers. Excuse me. And some hiccups. Brendan Gun and the other British troops are getting some good shots in. The heavy cover certainly helped the Storm Pioneers stick around. They're trying to focus down the guy with the Brendan Gun. Storm Pioneers have to pull out of that. Which is good because that allows the British to get some more ground. The Allies still need to capture this cutoff point though. They're not getting any of the southern resources yet. That's it, the Wehrmacht is having issues. They're trying to figure out how to make a comeback from that, but they are going with triple focus grenadiers. Might be aiming for Sturmgewehrs later, which is the unique upgrade if you're playing as Infantry Division. Looks like the Sabbath managed to get up to the northern field there. And looks like Silverwolf has gone for Panzer Division for the Waffen-SS. So Infantry and Panzer working together. They only have a very good combination. They can support each other pretty damn well. Heavy barbed wire set up there, which still provides cover though, so I'm not sure that is the right idea. Rifle section probably has to pull back there. Sabbath will not be able to last there for too long. Storm Gun needs to get some good long-range shots in. Brits are trying to get some more troops on the flank here. You know, the Americans are moving up, but they still need to capture this cutoff point. Now that cutoff point, they're not getting anything out of the southern points here. So the Germans are going for an MT-34 and taking up behind that. That was waiting just behind this destroyed structure. We're waiting for more of the British troops to arrive. Looks like they've gone for the upgrade, I guess, for an extra man. Pretty damn good upgrade, in my opinion, for the British. Always be grabbed as soon as you can. Having extra man in most of your basic squads can really do a difference. Especially when they are such high quality as the British infantry are. I think they just revealed that the Sabbaths were back behind that building. And the Germans are throwing a grenade. Kills one of them. Oh, that's a very wounded squad. That's not going to be good. And the Sabbath's dead. Rifle section does not want to take this fight. And have to just pull back. Storm Gun is a pretty effective infantry after all. Lots of folks going on the move here. Americans have to quickly turn this 30 caliber machine gun, but they're not going to be able to. Hammer grenade in their way. Brandflasche being tossed. Brandflasche on the machine gun. The Wehrmacht is suffering heavy casualties. Looks like the water might actually be helping a little bit, but I don't know. Looks like the crew of that machine gun is going to be killed. Yep, they're going to go cleared out. Companies on the flank certainly helped the Americans. Well, the Germans are suffering heavy losses now. Not going to be as easy for them to recuperate as the Allies are. On such a small map too. And if the force moved up to prevent the Allies from getting that 30 caliber back though. That's their advantage. You know, the Waffen-SS is trying to set up with their own MG-34 up here. But the British biggest machine gun is trying its best to keep them at bay. We also have a squad of Panzerjägers here to support. Deal with any light vehicles like this armored car with American mechanized troops. Cavalry troopers. Need to figure out where they want to go from there, though. The 50 caliber is doing a pretty damn good job there. Or they might be trying to find an MT-54. They are going to be in range to one of the base bunkers, though, and they lost the main gun. Looks like a Panzer Brigade on the flank yet. Damaged engine. Need to pop the cavalry troopers out there. The cavalry troopers now in range to the bunker. I don't think they're going to get out of there. Oh, they might actually. Oh yeah, the cavalry troopers make it. Okay, that's impressive. Because cabling handout is some of the British troops. Unique upgrade if you're playing as the special operations, I think. Basically, think of it as a British MT-42. Big assault here from the Volksgrenadiers, but they are suffering losses as they advance. Mecca riflemen are pretty damn good at holding ground. Having semi-automatic rifles is a pretty damn good weapon to have. Fighting position set up here by the Americans. Germans are in full retreat again. Looks like the Waffen-SS is going to try and set up a base here in the front line. Could be risky, but it is a very small map, so anyway, it's kind of risky with the Waffen-SS base building. We have more company engineers coming out here from the United States. More the 305th. 305th. Oh, Vickers' K squad there went down, which means the Serbs should probably grab that gun. That could probably help them a lot. All the marksman rifles here on the Sturmgrenadiers are certainly causing issue for the British. The Serbs should probably grab that machine gun quick. Oh, they're going for an anti-tank rifle instead. Guess the machine gun will be picked by another squad later on then. You can see that Vickers' K is very good at suppressing. It has to reload very frequently though, I think. Yeah, only 16 rounds. So despite it being very good suppressing, they do have to reload it very quickly. He has to pull back. It's also not the most comfortable weapon to walk around with. Ah, and he goes down. I think it's actually pretty heavy looking. Yeah, it's certainly a unique looking weapon down there. Tommy guns heading out here to some of the American riflemen. And it's the Chicago typewriter of Orion. This is the one with the drum magazine. I think 50 rounds, yep. That's a lot of firepower. They were still having no cover there though. Company is blinking in the center. With their own M1 Garands and a little grease gun for the squad leader. I like to actually see the clip falling out of the M1 Garand when they're firing. That's cool. That's a nice touch. I love the M1 Garand. Such a cool semi-automatic rifle. Very iconic with its 8 rounds and the Garand ping as they are entering the magazine. Will we be able to get one here? Yeah, you can hear it. And you can see they put a new one in. It's so cool. And it's such a quick reload too, as you can see. Very well designed weapon. We have a half-track here with more company engineers. Lots of combat engineers from the United States today. I guess it's because they're crossing a little river. That's why there's so many combat engineers. They're trying to build up and support a river crossing. Who knows? These guys are certainly doing a lot of the work today. And combat engineers generally have a very hard job because you have to be combat infantry, you have to be an engineer, and you generally have set to fight against the most fortified enemy positions. At the same time, it's quite a hard job. Oh, and looks like the first airborne is now arriving here to support. Looks like the American combat engineers are meeting up with some British paratroopers. Hopefully that'll work out for them. The Americans have dug in firmly on this other side here. It's going to be very hard for the Wehrmacht to push them out. There's an Alpha class squad coming out, and we also have some stormtroopers on the field here for the Wehrmacht.
And rocket artillery is now available.
Firmly dug in that little trench area. Mthis is trying to push up a little bit. They're going to be encountering a lot of allied force that are entrenched. Lots of marksman rifles still getting out here to the Mthis. They're trying to take down the Allies at long range. Probably the wisest move, all things considered. Have some mortar or something would also help. Perhaps a light infantry gun if that's possible. Excuse me again, I have had the hiccups. I also have a Pack 40 being rolled up here. The Allies are holding up in this trench. Oh, there's a mine? Or something that suppressed them. Oh, it might be the biggest machine gun. That explains a lot. But it's being overrun here. Oh, it can reinforce. It's close enough to the British base to be able to reinforce from there. But it's not good for the British that way. Americans moving up to help. Nice to see the combined factions aiding each other on the Allied side. That's nice. Americans and British fighting together. Main assault there from the Fox Grenadier. Ooh, that might be the rifleman squad. Yep. We just need to figure out what to do from here. They are running low on troops. The Americans are providing good support to hold the other side here. That Hapta can serve as a mobile reinforcement platform, so certainly helping the Allied effort. Postman is in retreat, and that's a very bad retreat path. They're going to be under a lot of fire from the British forces. But I think they will mostly make it. Yeah, they actually were pretty lucky because they're covered here by the Mthis. More cavalry troopers on the move here. The British try to dig in a little bit further. It looks like the company is suffering heavy losses. Half-track is trying to prod at the front line. Hag is being able to deal with the half-track. Cavalry troopers on full retreat again. And half-track goes down to the pack by looks of it. This is a very small map, so as I've said before. Oh, we have an American lieutenant arriving on the front line. A lieutenant, not lieutenant. Lieutenant is if it's British. Lieutenant is if it's American. At least if I remember correctly. But I'll be using this guy for... If his order will just be to hold the riverside here. Oh, communists are trying to lay mines to stunt any potential German counter-assault. There's the MT-44 and Pioneer spotting them out. Now the Germans know there's going to be a minefield there. They have a little bit of preparation in knowing that. Well, forewarning. British caliber machine gun also doing a lot of work to find on the center here. Even on an angle the Germans cannot use. Americans under fire succeed in setting up the M6 mines, which I believe are anti-tank mines. First up, we have a pack howitzer here, pulled in by the British forces. And American Lend-Lease equipment at this point, I think. It's a pretty useful tool to have. Cavalry troopers holding up in the center now, being equipped with a Springfield marksman rifle. Germans keep trying to dig in here. Both sides do have each other's respective skill points, but it looks like the Germans do control the center, so they have a little bit more resource to work with compared to the Allies. So it's gonna be anyone's game at the moment. It's still fairly early in it. We do see a Cromwell 95 coming out. So this is a unique Cromwell armed with a howitzer rather than a normal cannon. Which is probably a good idea because of all the infantry and emplacements the Germans are using. They're probably not prepared for, like, basically what's a British assault gun coming out. The Americans keep laying mines, so the companies are doing their job. Gonna make this very difficult for the Germans to make a comeback from, at least if they try to assault down here. They're gonna have to clear out all these mines themselves after the battle. Can't have mines and be in an area filled with civilians. Firefight continues here. The Germans have brought up mortars now. Probably the best choice in this kind of situation. They can try and deal with that pack house or just the British placements. Oh, we also have a United States captain on the field. He's calling in some kind of rapid barrage here, so it's going to be very widespread and not very accurate. Have to see how it lands. Yep, here comes the 105 shells. They are very powerful shells, but they're not going to be accurate at all. Not doing too much here, but again, that's fine. More like a terror tactic. And the pack outside is under fire from the mortars now, but here comes the Cromwell 95. Let's see if that'll give the opening that the British were waiting for. Has been auto fire, so only fire when ordered to. Like that. And because it uses a howitzer, it's going to be very efficient at dealing with fortified emplacements. Takes a little bit to reload it though. German sandbags are helping them stay alive, but it will not last forever. Pack is quickly being rolled up. Doing an artillery strike towards the pack there. It's pinning them down. That's gonna buy itself some time. Needs to quickly just target it. German force grenadiers are trying to do an assault, but they realize they cannot do that. There's too much covering the Cromwell at the moment. The cavalry troop is trying to push up, but that's going to be too much in the way. Pack is still pinned down. And it doesn't help with a Cromwell now hitting it. Blink Corbo in the way. It's just going to fire through its rain, I think. Not hitting because you're very inaccurate if you just do click attack ground now. Especially into an area that's covered in smoke. A3 Sherman comes to support the Cromwell. Let's see if they can work together. Cromwell is the anti-infantry weapon, and the Sherman is going to be the anti-tank for the most part at the moment, but they can also do a little bit of both. Optics damaged on the Cromwell. They need to take out that pack. So the Wehrmacht's pack is also going to move around to try and help, but it's being pinned down by the American machine gun as the company is slowly creep up. And the A3 Sherman's doing a pretty damn good job of support here. Lots of packs have been rolled up here for the Germans. Bring up a lot of anti-tank equipment. So the Sherman manages to back off safely. Well, this is going on the company near, so trying to get more shots in as well, and the Allied lieutenant is moving up. But a couple doing a good job down there. Keeping the Germans occupied and killing them as they retreat. Looking very bad for the Germans here all of a sudden. Need some more to drink here. Ooh. Remember to hydrate, folks. Remember to hydrate. And the mortar's also still firing. Packhouse and mortar having a little bit of a duel. There's also a British mortar to support. The repair station is in the United States to keep the Cromwell and Sherman in fighting condition. That should help the Allies get their vehicles up and going. And a push attempt here from the British paratroopers. So the Allies managed to take another point here. That'll give them a little bit more of an edge resource-wise. They're being repaired, and now the Cromwell needs to be repaired as well. Artillery going in. Assist from the lieutenant. Looks like it is. So just some mortar rounds, but it's doing a pretty good, damn good job here. We also have a headset running here for the infantry division. But the Allies have brought them an AT gun. It's getting a good shot into. Heads has to pull back for repairs. And back as quick as it can. And it looks like the Allied vehicles are ready for action again. Sherman and Cromwell ready to work together. But the Cromwell 95 is going to be the first one to make a move. But the American captain is going to be ready to call in artillery support, I believe, to supplement. That is a lot of AT guns still, though. And it's going to be dazed constantly by all the shells hitting it. Even if they don't do that much damage, they will still daze the crew inside because they're just being hit.
The gun is not crude, not anymore.
Ooh, Panzer Strike Team there got hit pretty hard. Pack house also got cleared out by the looks of it. Almost doing a good job so far. But it's being hit there now. Gunner's been injured. Has to pull back. Second heads are coming out here for the Wehrmacht.
You're starting to get under my skin.
Damn, I'm still not sure how to really push the Americans out down there. That must be the Rapid 105. Looks like it. Very inaccurate. But one is shell hitting around the packs though, pinning them down for a bit. Which will be to the Germans' advantage. But it's one Sherman against 3 packs. It has to pull back there. Can't suppress them all 3 at once. Because remember, if you can keep the AT gun suppressed, it will be far less effective. Generally, how do you beat an AT gun? Well, you just have a tank. And you just have the tank actually able to hit the AT gun. Because if you can actually hit the team and keep them suppressed, the AT gun team will not be able to operate well. That's a thing to remember. And tanks do have machine guns on them, and they suppress pretty damn well. That's why a tank is such a useful weapon. Packs are turning to face the Cromwell. Oh yeah, and that's some good shots. That's gonna force the Cromwell back. Generally, the first shot from the AT gun should be the most important in the engagement. So it's usually what you will win the engagement on, depending if you get a good shot in first. You should probably also spread the packs out, because one high explosive here could do severe damage to both teams, and they also get suppressed together easier. You only want to spread them out if you can, but still be in supporting range. It's very difficult, especially on such a small map. There's not a lot of ground to work with. Still, they're keeping this Sherman at bay. I'm getting repaired there quick. The Allies are figuring out what to do next. Not much action on the southern flank here. Lots of heads are being prepared though by the Wehrmacht. We have some Aufklar running around preparing for something. I think the Germans are trying to figure out that they cannot really stay in a prolonged skirmish like this against the British forces and the Americans. Artillery attempt here from the Cromwell. Not being that effective, I think. Oh, that's a Bofors. The British are trying to send a Bofors at the tank gun, or anti-air gun, which is pretty damn good at autocannon, basically a flak. It can even be used as an artillery piece, strangely enough. But no, it just keeps being shot out, probably because it's still in range of the Germans. They're still trying. A little bit of a risky thing to do, but looks like they might succeed. I don't think the Germans can actually see it anymore. That's actually going to be huge for the British if they can set that up.
Weapon crew lost.
A Bofors is a very powerful tool to have at the front line like that. Especially not facing any German tanks. Because the Bofors can deal with practically anything that's not a German tank. I think the Bofors is also Swedish, if I remember correctly. Would shut down the Cromwell from the pack. But I believe the Bofors is like a Swedish design AT gun that the British licensed, much like the Bren gun is actually a licensed Czechoslovakian machine gun, I'm pretty sure. Very intriguing little thing. Yeah, there we have the Bofors. And this thing can be used as an artillery piece, by the way. Not that good on not that good blast radius, but it's a lot of rounds and it's very quickly too.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Play on the southern flank here. It looks like the German Wehrmacht is preparing for some kind of infantry assault. Both gunners have been equipped with Sturmgewehrs, and the heads are lined up. What is the Germans planning to do? They're preparing to do something else first. A3 Sherman's trying to drive up the main road, or close to the main road. Almost remains in the defensive posture at the moment. Not being ordered to use it itself as an artillery piece yet. Calliope coming up for the United States Mechanized Forces. We do have a Tiger tank being prepared by the Waffen-SS. Probably a good choice considering that what they're fighting at the moment. They need something to deal with the Allied tanks to push through. And the others don't have that much specialized AT at the moment. The Tiger tank's probably a very decent choice. There are mines down here, remember that. If the Tiger tank hits one of those M6 mines, it would be in a real bit of a pickle. And this crumbles my SV-23 already, damn. Very impressive. The Brits are securing more and more ground up here. The Germans are slowly being surrounded. Not very quick, mind you, but it's happening. Oh, we have a push here with the 2-2-2. Probably has to pull back again, but 2-2 with forcefully support moving up. Wolfers is almost in range. Hetzers also getting up. I don't think the Bullfors can deal well with Hetzers though. But it's certainly firing, and it fires pretty damn fast. There's an 80 gun too though, a free in from the United States. It's very good at dealing with infantry though, when you light vehicles. You see lots of suppression. That's what they've been calling here by the Germans. Not really hitting the Bullfors as being used as an artillery piece. Because remember, that is a thing you can do. You can see landing around here. It's a very cool weapon. I like the Bullfors, it's very iconic. But it's being hit pretty hard there. The Tiger tank has arrived on the front lines for the Waffen-SS. Will this be enough to help hold the German front line? Calliope also on the field here for the United States. Will that be enough to just flatten the German defenses here? Calliope opening fire. And Germans are suffering heavy losses to Calliope. Oh, that's a lot of German losses very quickly. And the Tiger tank is present. There's also a 17-pounder, which could be a big problem here for the Tiger tank, and I think it saw it. Yep, true dazed. Didn't do that much damage this time, though. Lucky for the Tiger. And Sherman gets up on the flank here. Trying to apply some pressure, but the Hetzers willing to engage. I'm not sure who wins, though, an A3 or a Hetzer. I think the A3 should actually technically win against the Hetzer. It's always hard to judge sometimes. The Hetzer is not as armed as you'd think, despite being how small it is and how slanted it is, but it is actually quite efficient for what it can do. Stock G also coming out here. Like the Hetzer, I believe, was more like a stopgap kind of a tank destroyer. Because the Germans just needed something quick. So they started converting these old Panzer 38Ts from Czechoslovakia into the Hetzer. It was pretty good as a stop measure, as I understand. To get the job done. And because of its small size, it's actually pretty hard to hit. It's very low to the ground. Stock is easier to hit though. Stock gets cleared out. It's got a good shot though on the Sherman forcing it back. Second Calliope is being prepared. The Germans are having some issues now. Trying to get that Tiger repaired first. And more stocks are arriving. The two got cleared out there. Germans are trying to dig in further. Both is being used as artillery piece again. Come on, find another cell. There we go. Yeah, look at that. And you can see how he loads it. Such a cool little design. That's such a cool design. Tiger tank on the move. He's trying to avoid where the 17-pounder is. That's smart. Loading a high explosive rounds. And there's another 17-pounder actually. And that actually stopped the high explosive from firing because it dazed the crew. Takes out the machine gun team. There's a Hauptmann hier von Infanteriedivision. Ready to lead the front line and keep an eye on things. He's calling some kind of artillery barrage. It's gonna be one of 10.5 centimeter precision barrages. Okay. Wonder what that target is. Also, but all the Germans are still a little bit on the back foot now. The United States needs to get this Sherman repaired. Or standing around the British defenders here. Probably aim to try and take out that 17-pounder. And the 17-pounder takes a while to move. Like for them, it looks like the shell. Oh, never mind. The last two shells hit straight on where the 17-pounder was. It can be recruited though. Brits have also called in the captains over to the front line. Took them a while to call in the officers to the field. Oh, excuse me. An artillery strike here from the Buffers. Even though they know the fort headquarters is, that's actually pretty evil. Fortunately for the Germans, it's not really hitting much at the moment. Live opens fire again. And the German defender's not going to be able to last long here on all this barraging. Germans need to push through somewhere. They're just sitting back and letting the Allies bomb him. Cromwell's in trouble. Only one pack left, and it's cannot see it. Actually, two packs left, but the other one is out of range. The Brits might be able to salvage this Cromwell 95 still. It's going to be Emergency 4. Actually, just sits back and not really doing much. The Germans need to make an opening elsewhere. I think they realize they have to do it down here. Sexton coming out here for the British. You see it also coming out. How about for the Germans? Not really anything else. The Panzerdivision of Silver Wolf has lost practically everything. I wonder if they're just saving up for just another Tiger or Panther. Looks like they're going with the Sturmpioneer first to help with repair duties and fighting as well. But the Allies are slowly getting more and more ground. I'm gonna move again. I don't know what the plan is. So this Cromwell 95 has done a lot of work. Should have been landing around this fighting position. Not being very fortunate with it though. They're gonna advance through negative cover here. It also braced, that's why. That's allowing the Germans to get close. And there we go, they killed the gunner. Now that's a problem here for the Allies. Stuck also took out a squad over there. That gives the Germans a little bit more of an opening, but here comes the EC-8. And the EC-8 is a very potent tank. Probably one of the best tanks the Allies can get, in my opinion. At least the Americans, but in that regard. Best Rhine of the Sherman, in my opinion. Combined with a free engine, took out the stuck in the 2 shots.
We have lost a Panzer.
It's not looking too good for Sun Tzu here. EC is a pretty damn good tank. Even the Hetzer's not going to stand a chance here. More rockets coming in though, too, from the Allied Calliope. Mthis is not going to be able to do much. There goes the Hetzer. We also have a Stuka hitting the Allied front line up here. They're still holding. Tiger's taking some shots. Sexton firing into the German base. EC is pushing forward. That's risky. The closer it gets to the pack, the higher chance the pack has to penetrate.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Hit by high explosive though.
Officers are now available for transfer to the front.
Yeah, it needs to fire faster. It's because it's suppressed. Yeah, we got a shot off there. Remember, if your AT gun is suppressed, it will work really slowly. Like basically make it like take 3 times as long between shots if they're suppressed. Just try to not get suppressed. I know it's very difficult. Tanks are actually one of the good things against AT guns, strangely enough. It's very hard to get an AT gun in a very good position that actually works for it. And yeah, it looks like the Allies are just pushing up across the river here. Germans do not have much left to hold them. Mthis is suffering very heavy casualties. We do have a Tiger tank back here still getting repaired. Indeed, we're going to see a second Tiger. I think Silverwolf's going to be lying a Tiger Kampfgruppe holding back everything. There's airstrike coming in here from the Americans, supporting the British. A little bit of a big dive bomb there. Jets are trying to supplement on the flank. Both sides are not really having any luck here penetrating each other. Lots of deflections. All they need is one side to penetrate. And the A3 should have more than reliable enough armor to hold back the Hetzer. But the Hetzer itself has pretty reliable armor due to its slanted. But one shell's all it takes.
Our panzer forces have been reduced by 1. Tiger tank is ready for action.
The second Tiger has now arrived. The Germans need to do something quick. The Wehrmann has been able to secure some ground though, which will certainly be useful. But EC8 is back. But even the EC8 is going to have issues against the Tiger tank. Yeah, my force advancing quickly, but they're still not in a fighting position back there. Let's double EC8 now. The Germans don't have much to do with the EC8s at the moment, but one Tiger tank is coming down. Actually, both Tiger tanks are coming down. That might leave them vulnerable in the northern flank. Germans are quickly scavenging the wrecks, good to see. Me and Sons to know what they're doing. You generally want to scavenge wrecks as quick as you can as the Germans, if you can. Gives you a lot of fuel in return. Good way to keep up on top on the fuel points. Well, fuel income late in the game. Here comes the Tigers. Now the issue is there are M6 mines around. Pioneers do have minesweepers though. Indeed, the EC8s pull back the instant they see the Tigers. They need to take out that 3-inch gun. Well, 3-inch gun is actually a threat. One starting high explosive round. They missed though. Ooh, one Tiger gets takes a lot of shots there. You see it goes down to one Tiger round. While this is going on, I think the Germans, the Allies realize they can actually push up here. And they're building up more defenses as they push up, so I think the British have managed to actually cross the brim almost entirely, even though it looks very dried out due to all the explosions. And the Germans are suffering very heavy losses here. And the Tigers turn this around. They are working together though, which makes them a little bit more of a harder force to attack. And this is a small map. It's actually probably not to the Tigers' advantage, to be honest. Being a small map is actually very much to the Allies' advantage. At least the Americans. It's a lot of very close action. Alright. Yeah, strike being called here by the British captain. And the Cromwell with the 95 howitzers moving up. Ooh, overshot there. Here comes the United States Air Force supporting the British Army. I think it should be an RAF plane, but I think they just use the American model. Yeah. Excuse me. That tends to be repaired. Remember, they're still tending to get some ground down here, but it's not been easy. We do see a Jagdpanzer coming out here, and this is actually a threat to the EC8s. This is essentially a Panzer IV chassis with essentially a Panther gun on it. But the 3-inch gun penetrated almost immediately, because of course. Priest is opening fire again. Oh, so it's not priest. Sexton. You need to remember, this is not a priest, this is a sexton. We're sitting into the German base here. Not looking good for the Germans. But can these tigers do something once they're repaired? You need to act quickly. We have more repair teams being repaired here by the Germans. Oh, Stormtroopers got killed out of fragmentation round there. Let's have a lot of automatic weaponry to hold this ground. Yeah, it's not really going to be the approach the Germans can do. They did go out the Calliope round, but the Calliope round still got some good kills. Tiger tanks have faction again though. Taking pants officers. I do agree, the Crossing in the Woods map is kinda small for Ironside / Spearhead. It's not really intended for a game mode with this long range of things. Five times to the move, there is a 17-pounder put in placement though. This will make it a little bit harder. Both sides have to be very careful. Black Panther moving up, but it needs to keep some infantry around to spot for it. I suppose that's what the Alpha class are there for, to be honest. Black Panther's moving up. Another Cromwell Mark 5 has been called in. I'm not sure the Yak Panther should be this close. Oh, it's just against infantry fragmentations. Okay. I didn't know it had that. I guess you have that still if you don't upgrade the smoke canisters. So you said you have fragmentation canisters.
Long-range artillery now available.
The airstrike being called here by the British captain. Oh, but he got mowed down. The Calliope opens fire. Calliope is pretty damn good at what it does, as you can tell.
We've lost an anti-tank gun.
Looks like a 17-pounder got cleared out. Was it this guy? Oh, he might have called in a barrage and then destroyed it. Okay. I missed that. Titans on the move though. Where the Tiger's gonna strike. So they're gonna strike over here. You attack very quick though. That's a 3-inch gun. Double 3-inch guns. One easy gets hit and gets cleared out. There's a lot of very big AT guns pointing towards the area where the German tanks are coming in. But you see it replacement being prepared by the Allies. And lots more Folks Grenadiers coming out here. With many more Sturmgewehrs. Lots of Sturmgewehrs here. That Khan's also trying to support. Here's out the paratroopers there. Problem with the Howards is still doing a good job, just providing a little bit of a nuisance. Actually being a great nuisance here to the Germans. The Calliope's open fire again. They're just hitting most of the German front line and what's left of it. Tiger tanks are pretty damn veteran though, thanks to the Kampfkraft Center. Making these two Tigers an exceptionally big threat. But they're still just mostly on base defense now. They're not really... That's getting more ground for the Germans. The Allies have kinda bottlenecked the Germans in. And now with the Sexton opening fire, pretty clear and close range. That's actually, that was not the Sexton. That was the Cromwell with the howitzer. My bad. It happens sometimes, you know. Germans, I don't really see a wait for them to make a comeback from this. Unless these Tigers get exceptionally lucky and just can punch through somewhere with the proper infantry support. So they have been upgraded with Panzer Ace. Okay, so these guys can actually capture territory now. They can decap the territory. They also got better engines now. These Tigers are going to be a little bit more dangerous. But that's a 17-pounder.
A new infantry section is ready for battle. Infantry group lost.
What is the Wehrmacht going to do here to support the Waffen-SS?
At your service, Alfie.
Meanwhile, the Allies have just set up more and more defensive positions. Even got a major in the field here. Try and help oversee everything.
Send your orders.
Easy driving there. The officer from the Wehrmacht. Just a very high-ranking Waffen-SS officer left. Looks like the Tiger tanks on the move again. Tiger's trying to move together as one. There's an American recon team nearby. Good flanking shot there, but it didn't penetrate. Smoke popped. High supposed to run missed. Flying a flare there from the American recon team. They revealed them a little bit too much. Just gonna get the mode down. Not much they can do about it. Looks like the Wehrmacht is trying to push up here now. But the Calliope is just at the ready. Ready to counter any Wehrmacht infantry push. And there's the power of the Calliope there. The Allies themselves need to also push in. This is an annihilation match. They need to find a way to get rid of those Tigers and then push in. Sounds like an evil Werfer's firing. Trying to take out that 17-pounder. It has stunned it. The Phoenix guns are getting some good shots in. The Tiger's armor so far is saving them for the most part. Driver injured on one though. That's going to give the Allies a little bit of an opening if they want to try and use it. So, oh, easy, got a very good shot off. Oh, what can the Germans do here? Goliath opens fire again. The German base is just getting shelled to hell. We'll see a glider coming in here from the Allies. A little bit closer to the front line though, in my opinion. It's very risky, but looks like it might pay off here for the moment. I don't think the Germans can make a comeback at this point. They have the Tigers, but the Tigers are very weakened. If they lose these Tigers, there's not really much holding the Allies back from just driving in. I think the Allies are mostly just scared because of the Tiger tanks. The Allies are still slowly moving up with more and more units. Then the glider allowing them to have a little bit more of a strong point. Artillery going in, and looks like the Jagdpanzer is about to go down. More paratroopers trying to push up here. Looks like the Jagdpanzer might go down here. There it goes. Ooh, Tiger missed easy, and looks like the Germans surrender at this point. Been a good and hard fought match, but looks like this was it. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye bye.